Alrighty, morning stream. A short one. It's gonna be a short morning stream. What's going on? Okay. What do I need to do? I need to open this. Sublime, thank you. And then we'll do this and we'll do npm run serve. Cool. And we were in the middle of something last time. Oh yeah, I've turned the rendering off. That looks great. I was in the middle of doing this stuff. So the animation handler. So currently I just set whether there's the transition active or not. And then when I get the transition, I get the currently active transition. Otherwise, I make the next transition active. I guess. That's probably fine for now. This currently does nothing, right? Yeah, that does nothing. Was I changing this? I was really in the middle of everything, wasn't I? Dynamic visuals. Wasn't I making... Oh yeah, okay. So I was making this return animations. Yes, this basically is the visuals. That's what I did. I mean, so what I could do is always apply rules. So right now I only apply rules if an event's happening. I could just say always apply rules, set up the animations. That probably makes more sense. Okay, so it's a bit weird. I'm definitely mixing up aspects of this code. Apply rules. Because I could just like set up animations and then go, well, there's no event, so nothing's actually going to change. Well, that's not true. Things might change. But basically, if no event happens and the other stuff doesn't happen, then just return those animations unchanged. And then just always use those in the renderer. Let's go with that for now. Right now, nothing will happen down here if the event's not pushed, so this is fine. It's a starting point. And then... Just realised the chat wasn't set up properly. Weird. So if I close this... Okay, now I just have no chat window. Woohoo! Why not? Is there a way of... I mean, I'll still be streaming. I can reload this page, it's fine. Okay, chat's back. Okay. So yeah, I'm changing this entirely so that update rules always happens regardless of whether there's an event. Yep. it'll just return early. Oh, but just because there are oh no. No, just because there are animations doesn't mean there's stuff to put on, because it's not really animations anymore, it's just like visuals. So this rules really needs to return two things, like whether anything changed and the animations, which is easy enough. Basically, let's just do it like this. False animations. Nothing changed. Let's not call them animations, let's call them visuals. So where are the other places we return? There. So true visuals. And here returning nothing. Yeah, we'll still want to render stuff. So yeah, right, so false visuals. Okay. And over here, let's say anything changed or rules changed, visuals. If, hold on. No, this isn't a good way of doing it. Once again, I'm tying the visuals that I render with are either based on the actual current game state, or they're based on the current transaction. So these are two separate things. Okay, no, let's undo a bunch of stuff I just did. And yeah, if there are animations, they'll only be returned if something actually changed. Okay, we're going back to there, we're undoing. I had to do that to realize it wasn't right. Yeah, okay, so what actually needs to happen is the renderer just needs to use a different set of visuals depending on this. Where's my rules? If that's null, then nothing happens. Yeah, so we cue the animations, and then the renderer is going to render this is all terrible. So why did I switch this approach? Because I need to know where everything was in order to be able to render in that state. Yeah, basically I need the whole set of visuals at the start of the animation to know where things should be drawn. That's fine. That's totally fine. So basically, let's do this. Visuals equals. So if. Okay, let's take it out of the renderer. Renderer, you're just going to render, of course. This makes sense. When the try and get the active transaction, active transaction. If there is one, then, because this returns null if there isn't one, right? Yes. Do I actually need that there? Probably not. And then if there is one, then the visuals are just it's just that transaction. I'm mixing up a bunch of things here. If that is not null, then visuals are just that. I could have done just like or, but whatever, this will be fine. Otherwise, we need to get visuals from the game state. This is not very neat and tidy, but whatever. Then okay. Okay. Should visuals just be the like already interpolated? Maybe. Therefore, it's not just that I want. It's like like I could say like get visuals from transaction, but then maybe what I should actually just do then is turn the game state into a transaction. And then get the visuals from that. Get vi active. Get. Oh, it's because I was changing. So it's more like interpolate visuals. Okay. And then from the game state, we would get what do I want to call the thing? I mean, it's just a transaction. Oh, this is nasty. I'm doing this now. Get static transaction or something like that from game state. Then we, from whatever the actual transaction is, which might be this like static transaction, we determine the visuals, which will be interpolated in some way, and we pass those visuals to the renderer. Right, that's not this animation handler, it's this animation handler. Yeah, that doesn't exist yet. Probably should be somewhere else, but whatever, it's going here. Game states. And this is just a case of looping over the contents of game state, finding dynamic things. Isn't it the same as... It's basically the same as this. Which is why I was thinking that this could just be always run. Whatever, we'll start here. We'll just copy and paste it for now. And then we'll figure out how to sort it out. Section. Does this take anything else? Well, I need to do const level equals game state level. Object groups is not defined. Sure, that comes from level. I think. Interpolate visuals. Yes, indeed, that's not defined yet. Okay. But if we define it, do we get? Yeah, we get a gray square again. Good. So to interpolate the visuals, we're going to need a timestamp. We're also gonna. This is something I've needed to add for ages. Is like, when did the transaction start? It's going to want to know that. Well, okay, actually, I think the actual transaction should just contain. I guess the transaction should contain a start and end timestamp. And this will take that and the timestamp and work out where everything should be drawn. Should that be fine? Well, time is disappearing. I've only got until like 12. Interpolate visuals. This is all pretty nasty, but yeah, I'll clean it up afterwards. Maybe. No, I won't. So if that contained the start and end timestamp and then all the positions and where they're going to, then this can figure out the actual drawn position of each of the objects, which can be passed into here, and then this can just loop through them and draw them. That makes sense to me. How am I currently avoiding with the player? Right, I floor the pixel alignment, yeah, okay. Yeah, the way this should actually work is that the rules should return this, whatever I'm calling this. I think calling it a transaction is not quite right. It's just like the positions of all the dynamic objects. Then, if there's an active transaction, we should kind of overwrite that with the details from the transaction, and then get the visuals, and then render the visuals. Okay, let's just get it to work though. Let's just log in here. I just want to double check that I do have what I think I have here. Okay, it's gonna keep disappearing. Each object, yeah, sure. And the two positions are always null. Indeed. So what we're gonna end up returning is, for each of the things in active transaction, so let's just do a map. I guess generally I'm calling each of those things an animation, even though... Ugh. Well, okay, so the other thing we need to do is add to the transaction. Transaction actually needs to be an object with a start start timestamp, and an end timestamp, which I don't have right now, and then animations. That makes more sense. Then it's transaction.animations push. I guess for a static transaction, the timestamp should just, both the start and end should just be the timestamp. That should probably just work. But when I collapse all this, it'll be better. And then in rules, when we do this, we do similar things. This is going to be a transaction. Yes. With a start timestamp. Oh, hold on. No, we don't have a start timestamp. We basically just have a duration. It's only when we actually kick off the transaction that we know when it started. Yeah, I'm being silly here. Okay. That is going to need to be there though. Although is that, again, that duration should probably be a property of the animations. Yes, no, this is fine. Okay. This is fine. This is wrong. I'll do. So if we're saying there's a thing which is like a list of animations that need to happen, but it's not yet like kicked off, so we don't know what time it's starting. What time are we kicking it off? I guess like here. So in this case, this is kicked off. So I'm getting mixed up between all the things that exist here. There's like, one thing is, like in a, when the rules happen, they return a list of like animations that should happen as a result of those rules. But there's no start and end time to any of it. Then later on, when we kick it off, there is a start and an end time. I could just reuse the same objects really, if I'm doing it in a hacky way, which I am. So what does get active transaction do? Not very much, right? Like my animation handler's not actually doing very much. I guess I was always imagining that this would just store the start and end time, but it can't, as I said, because it depends. Each animation might have a different start and end. Yeah. So do I actually want to basically initialize maybe yeah, okay, so I guess what I'm thinking is loop over the animations in here. Initializing them with a start time and an end time. We could do both, because if we know the duration, which we don't currently, but we could do. So let's say, where is it? Rules. So here, duration. Let's do it in seconds. Let's make all the animations last 2 seconds. Oh, let's do 1 second. Do I ever do animations push anywhere else? I don't, do I? No. Okay. It's fine. Start time stamp equals. So this is going to know the current timestamp. Like I'm now thinking this should probably have been split into like a start animation and a. There's definitely better ways of architecting this, but whatever. Timestamp, and then animation end timestamp should be timestamp plus duration times 1,000, because the timestamps are in milliseconds. Okay. And so because the animations have these on them, we know they've started. So then there's the question of like, what should that look like for the static transactions? Oh, did I just change something? I did, whoops. Like, I guess we can just initialize them immediately with a start timestamp. Again, yeah, passing in the timestamp here. And end timestamp just being the same thing. Or is that going to be an issue if I'm interpolating? I can't quite tell if this is going to end up being a divide by 0 or something like that. Okay, so at this point in here, we should always be getting timestamps not defined. Where? Oh yeah, here. Yeah. We should always be getting a list of things that contain start timestamp, end timestamp. Okay, right now they're static. If I were to like continue, like push to the right, can I get property start timestamp on string 0 in get to active transaction? Oh. On string 0. Oh, yeah. Of. Oops. Okay. Okay, so now do these contain start timestamps? Nope, they do not. That's undefined. End timestamp is nan. Well, that makes sense because the first one's undefined. Rules. Why you? So this will be the animations that come from this. Oh, duration seconds. I think I just said duration somewhere, didn't I? Where was that again? That was here. Yeah. Whoops. Seconds. Okay. So I'm currently moving to the right. I know what the level layout looks like, even though I can't see it. So at this point, we should start getting things that actually have a duration, but still they have no start timestamp and timestamp. Am I not passing that in? I'm probably not passing that in. I'm not. There we go. This is definitely a mess. Okay, they've got duration, they've got a start timestamp, and they've got an end timestamp, and that probably matches that plus the duration. 7193, 8193, woohoo. Cool. Now we interpolate to get visuals. And the visual is basically just a position and an object type. Yeah. Position, object. Well, object types, because the way I've done it is I've decided, oh, I'm just going to say that all things that are animating in a particular cell are animating the same way, which I think is always true. I hope it's always true. So that can just be copied across. Object types. That's the position that we need to interpolate. Let's do a simple linear interpolation for now, and then we can add tweening or easing functions later. So basically, we need to find out where we currently are within the between the animations thingy and the other thingies. So the maths for that is get the duration. So the duration is going to be, no, don't get the duration. Yeah. So it's the duration. Animation end timestamp minus animation start timestamp. This is funny, I'm going back to that, but it's good because I need the start timestamp to do the next thing, which is like, well, let's just do the maths all in one line. So it's that, but then it's also how far through that am I is the actual current timestamp. And so what's the way of simplifying this? We've got minus timestamp on both the top and the bottom. You can't just remove that though, can you? That's the distance through so far, that's the total distance. Let's just call this T. Let's do that for now, and let's call console log T. So I think in the static case, that's going to return nans, isn't it? And then we've got 0. We've got 0 permanently. Zero permanently. These aren't changing, right? Animation start timestamp should be basically stationary. Not when we're static, but then when I start animating. No, they're increasing. Why are they increasing? Get active transaction timestamp. This should only be set once. Because at that point, we've got an active transaction, and we just always return that without changing it again. I've done this in such a terrible way. Yeah, why is start timestamp still increasing? We should not be calling get static transaction at that point. Yeah, it stopped calling that, okay. I guess anybody watching can't tell what I'm doing, but basically there is a level here and there is a character. I'm just not rendering it right now. And I'm walking to the right to push some boxes that are there. And that is causing a transaction to start, which shifts me into a second state. Which, okay, so that's the second state. So then why is start timestamp increasing? So I'm doing get active transaction timestamp. So let me just look at this, I guess. So console log active transaction. Wait, why isn't this? Oh, are we stuck in an infinite loop? Okay, that was weird. Okay, well, I'm pushing. Okay, so now we're in the next state. Start timestamp 5756. Next one. Yeah, it's going up by a lot. Wait, it's like doubling. Wait, why is it? Huh. This should just be returning the previous thing it already got. Get active transaction. Takes the timestamp, but it only actually updates anything if it gets here, which will only happen if transaction active is false and there are some transactions to run. But then it becomes true then. Also log is transaction active. False. It's still false. How is that happening? Animation handler. It's created there. It's passed into the renderer, which I don't think currently does anything with it. No. We check if we have pending transactions and then decide whether to run any rules or physics based on that. Queue transactions doesn't change that. Nope. How? So again, log that. So it's currently, let's get rid of all the other logs. Let's just focus on this specifically. That's gone. What's the other thing? Oh, I guess that's the only thing. False. And it's still false, even if I've changed the state. Oh, I just got a thing saying I'm offline. Am I offline? No. Everything's fine. Maybe? Yep, everything's fine. Okay. So we're calling that every frame and getting false. It's never getting through. So we're saying that it's literally never getting through to here. No, it is. It should be setting that to true. Is that named wrong? Oh, is that name wrong? Oh God. It's, the words are the other way around. That's the difference. Oh dear. That's what you get for not using a strongly typed language. Okay. Now different things will happen. Okay. So I wanted to do this. Console log t. Okay, cool. That sounds good. That looked like it got to 1 in about a second. So the annoying thing is that yes, this is 0, so we get to divide by 0 in the case of... What happens if you do like 1 minus math.inf? Is it called math.inf? You get nan, okay. Sorry, math.inf minus 1. Nan. Okay. Is it called that? Or is it math infinity? Oh, it's called infinity. Oh, it's not math dot, it's just infinity. So infinity minus 1 is infinity. Just thinking if the end timestamp was infinity, what would the implications that would be? We'd get infinity on the bottom. Then we'd have 0 over infinity. This might actually work out perfectly. Yeah, you get 0. Okay, cool. I might just set end timestamp to infinity. Because that is logically what's happening. It's an infinitely long animation. So therefore we never get any further into the animation. I guess I should set the 2 position to just be this as well. Yeah, whatever. So how do I decide? Oh, this is such a mess. Such a mess. That's fine. So position is going to be X. The X position that we want to draw at is going to be should we get like a vector? Which is going to be in the X direction, it's going to be the to position X minus the from position X. It's animation dot to position. And then Y is going to be to position Y. Oh. Animation to position, from position Y. Then we want the new position is from position to X plus T times animation, vector X from position Y plus T times vector Y. From position is not defined. Oh. Okay. I should probably log that to see. Let's just log it here. Okay, let's have a look at you. What do you say? Actually, let's log all of them. And then walk over here and push the thing. Oh, we got a crash. Can't read properties of null, reading X. Is there some other situation where, yeah, there is. I forgot. I mean, again, we could just say it's just not going anywhere, basically, and the maths would work out. Okay, I push the thing, so now in theory, some of these objects are moving, but I don't know which ones. They'll have weird, like, yep, there we go, found one. 13.6667. And this one as well. Yeah, and they're on different rows. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting 2 boxes to be moving. And then this will be a normal rounded number. Yep. Perfect. Cool. Next then. Where am I right now? I'm in rules. So let's go back to the render code and get it to render the things. Let's reintroduce bits of the rendering code because I've like commented it all out. So we are going to want to draw the walls in the background and such. Where's the bit where I draw boxes here? I think it might be this. Pretty sure it is this. Let's get rid of the boxes drawing. Okay, we've got the level. Oh, that's funny. We don't draw the background. We should definitely draw the background. So what I should actually just do is, like, if there's no wall, do that, because those are always mutually exclusive. If there's no wall, draw that thing. Okay, cool, those are filled in. Should sure we get the player back. Where's the player rendering? It's this bit. Okay, player's back, floating because there are boxes that we can't see. And then it crashes because the animation starts, that's fine. Then we need to add the boxes in. So we loop over the visuals and we draw them at the right position. Forecast visual of visuals. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze soon. Draw, well, yeah, draw position X is going to be visual is it literally just that? It is literally just that, isn't it? Visual dot position dot X times cell dimensions width. Y visual position Y times cell dimensions height. And then we say this. So where are the boxes in the sprite sheet? I don't have the sprite sheet open, but I've got it here. Boxes are 0, 1, 2, so 16, 0. Visuals is not iterable. Is it not? Oh, because there's two places I'm calling render, don't forget. There are two places I'm calling render. That's kind of awkward, actually. That's super awkward. I'm gonna have to copy this into another place. Let's just not render here. I mean, that's fine. Okay, the boxes are back. Are they gonna animate? They are! I've got animations! Really terrible animations. They just fly off. Hey! Cool. And that's perfect timing because I need to make lunch. Oh, do I have anything for lunch? I don't know if I have anything for lunch. I'll go get some bread and make some sandwiches. Cool. I've got animations in some sense. There needs to be some some like easing function to make them move in a slightly different way. Need to go faster. I mean, I can easily make them faster right now. It's such a horrendous mess right now. But like, here we go. Push. Ta-da. Oh, I'm not. Am I pixel aligning them? I must be. Oh, in fact, I'm not, but it's fine because the way I've set up the rendering means it doesn't actually matter. But I probably should for all these things. Am I not doing that here? I'm not doing that there. Well, I guess those are always pixel aligned, but with the player, I am always doing it. Yeah, let's do it, just so I feel okay about it. Okay. Ta-da! Animations that are half implemented. Okay, I'm gonna go have lunch. I'm gonna go to Ed Indies, which is the local game dev meetup, and then do some more there. So when I stream again later, which I will do, I'll probably have the animations done already. Unless things go terribly wrong. All right, I'll be back streaming probably around 7-ish. Or maybe before that actually, maybe like 5:30 36. We'll see. All right. Goodbye.